Well, it's a nice spring day here in Vacation Land. Temps made it into the 50s. It felt nice with a fair amount of sun, filtered sun at times. But those clouds did win out, and our next storm is on our doorstep tonight. I think we see rain, sleet, and some snow to end out the work week, and temps, they will not make it out of the 30s. It could be worse, though. Who remembers what happened 6 years ago tomorrow, April 12th? And 13th, 2007. This is the snowfall accumulation map from that day. Areas in the blue, or green I should say, that was about 4 inches heading up north into the yellows there. That was 9 to as much as 13 inches of snow. Don't worry, it's not a current accumulation map. This is what occurred on April 12th, 13th, 2007. If you remember that year, we had 3 storms in 3 weeks. The first week in April, we had a foot of snow in Portland. The second week in April was this storm right here. We had several inches of snow. And the third week in April, we had the Patriots Day nor'easter. So that was a very active April. But of course, April 12th, big storm day in New England history. Who remembers 1934? Yeah, that was big wind day up in Mount Washington. The world record wind speed was recorded there, 231 miles per hour. The old world record speed, I should say, 231. Back on April 12th, 1934. And it's my daughter's birthday, so it's an easy date to remember. All right, let's talk about this storm system here. We have watches and warnings up. National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory. Areas in tan from 3 o'clock in the morning through 7 o'clock in the afternoon, or evening, I should say. This is not including the immediate coastline. Let's talk about our storm. Here we go. This storm system is causing havoc all over the United States here. We have an area of low pressure right up in here. Same old weather pattern, though. We've had this stalled front that's been playing games with us over the last several days, of course. That front is to our south, and that's been keeping all the warm air to our south over the last few days. But I'll tell you, Mother Nature is battling out between the warm and cold air right along this cold front. A lot of severe weather down to our south with some deadly tornadoes occurring today. The good news, we're not going to see anything like that, but we will see some wintry precipitation as we remain on the northern edge of this system during the course of the day tomorrow. So let's walk you through the day here. Let's go through Storm Tracker. This is run off the RPM model, so take it with a grain of salt here. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. Whatever falls as far as precip during the morning hours, early morning hours tomorrow, should be fairly light, but I feel confident it's going to fall in the form of snow and sleet. That pink or purple color is a mixture of sleet and some snow. The blue is some snow there, and temperatures look cold enough to support that. So wintry precip during the morning. Now as we go throughout the day, notice how we're seeing the precipitation pick up in intensity. We're actually going to see some heavier downpours of rain and sleet here at the coastline. That pink or purple color is a mixture of sleet and some snow over the interior as you head back through the mountains. Actually, central Maine north, we're still seeing some snow during this period. And it should be mostly snow back through the western mountains of Maine, but even there you'll transition over to a little bit of sleet. It's during this period we're seeing some rain at the immediate coastline here. Temperatures will be warming through the 30s. Those temps may be actually a little bit too warm. I think mid to upper 30s should do it for highs for most towns. And there it is, some sleet over the interior, some rain at the coastline. This is 8 o'clock in the evening. This storm system will begin to wind down during the nighttime hours tomorrow. Storm Tracker is probably a little bit too warm as far as temps go on Saturday. Most towns should stay in the upper 40s, but more importantly, we're actually going to see a little sunshine return to start out the weekend, so it should be at least a little bit better. Now, a lot of folks have been asking me, Charlie, how do you make a forecast showing the difference between snow and sleet, or what goes into a forecast? This is the NAM Buff Kit. I just want to show you this real briefly here. This is called a sounding. Many of you may have seen a sounding. We're going up in elevation. That red line here is temperature. The green line is dew point. Each one of those little dotted lines there, those are different height lines or elevation. That's 5,000 feet, 10,000 feet, 15,000 feet. All right, and that right there, see that line? That is your freezing line right there. So what you're seeing here is the temperature nosing above freezing at about 7,000 to 10,000 feet in elevation. Now, if for some reason that doesn't happen, if for some reason that red line kind of hugs that freezing line, something like that, well, yeah, we would stay all snow or more snow out of this one. But this is just one forecast model, so take it with a grain of salt. If we see this, we see a significant amount of sleet during the course of the day tomorrow, and this model has been very consistent on that. So I think it's snow, sleet, some rain mixing in, and especially during the afternoon, it's primarily rain and sleet with some heavier downpours during the afternoon. Snowfall accumulation, again, run off the RPM model. Take it with a grain of salt. It's just one forecast model. I'll show you a few more in just a moment. Many towns along the coastline, a coating, maybe an inch of snow out of this one. You head inland a little bit, slightly higher amounts, a few spots, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. Now, where I think it piles up will be up near the Rangeley area, north up into Jackman, Eustis. These areas could see 5, maybe 6 inches of snow out of this one, maybe even slightly higher amounts. Notice over northern parts of the state. Some brighter shades of reds and pinks right there, indicating some heavier snowfall accumulations. Again, that's one forecast model. This is the microcast model that we run in-house here. I believe this one is initialized off the NAM. Yes, so initialized this morning off the NAM, but it runs its own physics. From Portland, heading up into Lewiston, mid-coast region, a coating to an inch of snow. Higher amounts as you head north, though. Notice up in the mountains, 2 to as much as 6 or 7 inches of snow. Eustis, Jackman could get slightly higher amounts there. So, again, one forecast model here, and a lot of times that model will underdo some snowfall in these spring situations. So, this one, another microcast run. This is initialized off the GFS. Slightly higher amounts here, closer to an inch of snow for many coastal towns. Again, it still has that bullseye as you head back up near northern Franklin and Somerset County. I think there'll be spots up there near 6, 7, maybe even as much as 8 inches of snow. So my forecast map here goes a coating to 2 for most towns, 2 to 5 as you head back through the hillier terrain and mountains, and I probably need to put another little contour somewhere up in here. Again, northern Franklin County, maybe over toward Carrabassett Valley, even Rangeley. There might be a few spots there that get 4, 5, 6, maybe even 7 inches of snow. So something to watch in the coming 24 hours or so, but that's the way things look. That's the way I think things are looking for your Friday. Okay, coastal areas tomorrow see some rain, a little bit of snow, and some sleet. Light accumulations here at the coastline. A coating to as much as 2, higher amounts over the interior. Saturday, partly sunny skies return. There might be a few rain showers on Sunday. In fact, there could be a rain or snow shower Saturday night. So I think temps leave a lot to be desired this weekend. Longer range forecasts looks like a little bit of a warm-up or slightly milder air is going to try to make a run at us by Tuesday or Wednesday. There'll be a front that may play games with us during that time frame as well. So that is certainly not set in stone. Models are not necessarily agreeing on that. The difference between coastal towns and inland towns: inland communities will see more of the way of some sleet and snow during the course of the day tomorrow. So again, it could be worse. 6 years ago tomorrow, we had a much different scenario with a bigger snowstorm around here. And it can happen. It's April and May. That's the way things look. I'll have another update coming up on News 13 at 11. Have a nice night.